to understand my musical journey, we got to take it back a little bit to middle school, actually. So in middle school, in sixth grade, I started playing the saxophone. All right. And I played saxophone through sixth grade, seventh grade, eighth grade, and ninth grade. And so sometime during that point, I moved to Germany and I went to an American school on an American army base in Germany. And I was in the band there and everything when I was in the ninth grade and eighth grade and seventh grade. Now, when my family moved back to the United States, to North Carolina, for some reason I had this fear. And I was afraid that the American kids in the U.S. were going to be better musicians than the American kids living in Germany. And because of that, I actually decided to not join the band. And I kind of, I was still writing music at home, but like I quit music in the school when I was for 10th grade, I was not in band. I played soccer instead, right? And so I remember being on the soccer field at, soccer practice after school, and the marching band was rehearsing at the same time. And so I would hear them playing Phantom of the Opera as their marching band show. And, while I'm playing soccer, I could sing along to everything that I hear the marching band doing, on the other side of the school, right? So things didn't really go well for me with soccer for some reason. I think the coach didn't like me or something like that. But anyway, so I decided, you know what? My junior year, I'm going to join the band again. I'm going to face my fear and I'm going to join the marching band and just band in general. So junior year comes, and in the summer before my junior year, I learned the whole marching band show on saxophone, memorized the whole thing, prepared myself all summer for band camp for junior year. So first day of band camp goes great on saxophone. The second day of band camp, the band director, Mr. Davis, comes over and says, hey, to the woodwinds, we need 3 people to be in the drum line, and we have too many woodwind players. Is there anyone that wants to try out for the drum line? And for some reason, even though I spent the entire summer learning the marching band show on saxophone, my hand just shot up. And I don't even know what possessed me to do that, but I tried out for the drum line. And that was my gateway into percussion. I made it. I played bass drum my junior year while still playing saxophone and wind ensemble and things like that. And then I played snare drum my senior year. And then I went to college, to App State after that to basically to be a composer, and saxophone was my main instrument. And then when I got to App State, there's a lot of my friends that kind of twisted my arm to say, hey man, like this is a cool program, you should try it out. One friend in particular, Rebecca Bennett, she really pushed me to join the steel band. And at first I was really hesitant, but I checked it out, and there was an audition where they gave you a week to learn 3 really easy songs on pan. And I did the audition, I got into the steel band, and that pretty much changed the course of my life. So my saxophone teacher, Dr. Gora, rest in peace, he was not very happy that I was playing pan so much in college and not focusing on saxophone. But all through college I played saxophone, and I played just enough to get by because I had a weekly lesson and I had to do a recital to graduate. So I played just enough saxophone to get by. And then after I graduated from college, I left the saxophone behind and just worked on being the best steel pan player that I could be, and that's a lifelong journey. But yeah, that's my journey from saxophone to pan. And I do not play saxophone anymore, but for a few years there were some times where I had some students. I had some saxophone students in Asheville, actually. But yeah, that's my journey. It's crazy how that worked out, but the most surprising thing to me about the whole thing is how I was afraid to be in band in 10th grade. Crazy.